Hello everyone. In the last lecture we have studied about the classification of the solids, the different types of the solids and elements of the solids. Here I have presented elements of the pyramid that we have learned in the last lecture in the symbolic form. So today we are going to learn about how to draw different stages of the solid. So out of these three stages, today we are going to work on only on the first stage of the projection of solid. As you have to know that projection of the problems of the projection of solids are solved in three stages. So out of these three stages, how can we derive the first stage? So to derive the first stage, you have to go through this particular procedure. So here is the procedure to draw the first stage. So first of all, we have to find out that the resting condition of the solid. So if the solid is resting on HP or on VP, on its base edge or base corner, this statement we have to find out this particular statement from the statement or from the statement of the problem given for the projection of solids. So after finding this statement, that is resting on HP or resting on VP, if the solid is resting on HP, we have to assume the solid in the first quadrant. And if the solid is resting on HP, first of all assume the following condition. So if the solid is resting on HP like this, we have to draw the first stage by assuming these particular points. We have to assume that first base parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. That means the base of the solid should be parallel to HP and it should be perpendicular to VP. You can see that right now the base or top face is perpendicular to VP. So we have to assume that the base is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Second, that means that we have to assume is X is parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. So this is a vice versa condition. If we will take the base parallel to HP, axis will be perpendicular to VP because axes are perpendicular to the base. So right now, if the base is parallel to HP, perpendicular to VP, axis will be parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. So assuming these points, you have to draw the first stage by taking this particular point in mind. Draw the base edge or base corner on the right hand side. Make sure that the condition of resting on base edge or base corner will be given in the statement of the problem. If you will read the problem of the projection of solids, you will find out this particular statement from the given statement of the problem. Now if the solid is resting in VP, assume these particular points: base parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. That means we have to assume that the base should be parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP, and vice versa condition. If the base is parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP, the axis of the solid will be perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. So the axis will be parallel to HP, perpendicular to VP. So assuming above points, draw the base edge or base corner on the right hand side of the drawing, and again the condition of resting on base edge or base corner will be given in the statement of the problem. That means if the solid is resting on HP on its base edge, if we want to see this particular thing, let us take this is VP, this is HP. Right now the solid is resting on its base edge. If you can see it properly, it is resting on its base edge. See, the solid is resting on its base edge. If you are taking the solid like this, it will be rest on its corner. You can easily see this, or you can easily watch out this position in the pyramid. See, right now the pyramid is resting on its base edge, and if you are taking the solid like this, it is resting on its base corner. That you have to find out from the given statement of the problem of the projection of solids. So following this procedure, you can draw the first stage by using this particular by finding this particular statement from the given statement of the projection of solid. So if you refer the problems of projection of solid, you will find out this type of statement from the statement of the given problem. Here we have taken the example of the pyramid. So here I have written pyramid. So pyramid having its base length L mm, axis height h mm, resting on HP on one of its base edge. Here we have taken the solid resting on HP and on its base edge. So now using this particular statement, we will draw the top view and front view of the pyramid by using the first angle projection method. And as you know, if you are using the first angle projection method, the top view will be below the XY line and the elevation will be above the XY line. So here we have shown the condition resting on base edge. In the given procedure of the first stage, I have discussed that we have to take the base edge or base corner on the right hand side of the drawing. If it is resting on base edge, we have to take the base edge on the right hand side of the drawing, and if it is resting on corner, we have to take the base corner on the right hand side of the drawing. So here I have drawn the first stage, that is the plan and elevation in the first stage of each and every pyramid, and I have taken the base edge on the right hand side by taking the example of the square pyramid. If it is resting on its base edge, the base edge on which it will rest on HP should be on the right hand side of the drawing. So like this, if it is resting on its base edge, we have to take the base edge on the right hand side and we have to draw the top view. So first of all, we have to draw the base ABCD base, ABCD base in the top view, elevation of the base in the front view, that is A dash B dash C dash D dash. Because the base is perpendicular to VP, the elevation of the base will be a line. So after drawing the base, we have to draw the slant edge, that is OA, OB, OC and OD. For that we have to find out the center of the square. So to find out the center of the square, we have to draw the diagonals of the square, and the intersection of the diagonals will give us the center of the square. So after finding the center, this point O is the top view of the apex point or axis. Join the apex point or axis to each and every corner of the top view. So OA, OB, OC and OD will be the top view of the slant edge. I have taken the base edge length is equal to L mm. Now if you want to show the elevation of the solid in the first stage, project AB, CD, this will be the base and axis. Here the axis height is h mm, so take the axis height is equal to h mm. Mark the elevation of apex point O dash. If you watch the front view, you will see a triangle in the front view. Apex point, base will be a line, triangular face. So join this O dash to C dash D dash and A dash B dash. So this will be the elevation of the slant edge, O dash A dash, O dash B dash, O dash C dash, O dash D dash. Likewise, same if you will take the pentagonal pyramid resting on its base edge, we have to draw the base edge on the right hand side. Then after we have to draw the top view of the pyramid. The top view will be a pentagon. So draw the pentagon AB, BC, CD, DE, pentagon. This will be the base of the pentagon or base of the pentagonal pyramid, and projecting this on the XY line, we will get the elevation of the base over here, A dash B dash, C dash D dash, E dash. So this will be the elevation of the base. Mark the center point of the pentagon. Now here you have to follow one procedure to find out the center of the pentagon. The procedure will remain same in triangle and pentagon. So what we have to do to find out the center, mark the midpoint of this base, one of the base edge over here. So this will be the midpoint of the base edge AB. Now join the midpoint to opposite corner, that is to D, and draw a line. Now find out the midpoint of another base edge, that is CB. So over here, so this will be the midpoint of the CB, and join this midpoint to the corner E, which is the opposite corner to ACB, and the intersection of these two edge will gives us the center of the pyramid. So after finding the center, mark point O, which will be the top view of the apex point, and joining the apex point to each corner we will get the plan of the slant edge. Projecting the apex point, measuring the axis, marking the elevation of the apex point, joining the apex point to the base corners, that is O dash A dash, O dash B dash, O dash C dash, O dash D dash, O dash E dash. We will get the elevation of the slant edge. You can also find out the center of the triangle by using the same method: midpoint of the one base edge, opposite corner, midpoint of the one another base edge, opposite corner. And by following this particular method, you can draw the plan and elevation of the pyramid in the first stage. You can also draw the plan and elevation of the hexagon, but make sure that you have to take the base edge on the right hand side, because here the pyramid resting on its base edge. So we have shown the base edge on the right hand side, center, and the elevation. Here we have show the axis. Here in this triangular pyramid, square pyramid, pentagonal pyramid, we have shown the axis, but here we doesn't have shown the axis, because whenever we will watch the hexagon in the front view, this particular slant edge, that means the slant edge OC, will hide the axis. So here we haven't shown the axis. Now after drawing the first stage, you have to take in mind these particular points. Pyramid will rest on base edge AB. Here we have taken AB in each and every pyramid, so it will rest on its base edge AB, which is drawn in the right hand side of the drawing. Now we can also draw the first stage like this if we will replace this condition of the base edge by the triangular face. So if the condition of the triangular face is given in place of the base edge, then also the first stage will drawn as above. So we can draw the first stage like this also if the condition of the triangular face is given in place of the base edge. So here we have presented the first stage of each and every pyramid by using this particular statement. Now if we will change this particular statement, or we will replace this particular word, that is base edge to base corner, the first stage will draw like this. So you can get the idea how can we draw the first stage. With the pyramid having base edge n mm, axis height h mm, is resting on HP on one of its base corner. Now base corner, we have to use the first angle projection method again. So right now we have to take the base corner on the right hand side, and we have to draw the plan and elevation of the each and every pyramid in the first stage. So these are the first stage of the pyramid resting on corner. The drawing will change only in square and hexagon, because in triangle and pentagon just we have to rotate the corner from left side to right side. So in this case, pyramid will rest on base corner A on HP, which is drawn on the right side. Now in place of the base corner, if the condition of the slant is given, the first stage will also drawn like this. So the drawing of the first stage will remain same. The condition of the slant edge is given in place of the base corner. So now I hope that you can draw the first stage by finding out this particular type of statement from the given statement of the projection of solids. Now the second thing that we have to understand are the elements of the pyramid after drawing it or after plotting the views of the pyramid. So let us discuss the elements of the pyramid. So elements of the pyramid after plotting the projection on HP or on VP. So after drawing the plan and elevation, how can we find out the different elements of the pyramid? So here we have taken two conditions: square pyramid resting on corner, square pyramid resting on its base edge. So here we have taken the corner on the right hand side, here we have taken the base edge on the right hand side. So earlier we have discussed the elements of the pyramid in 3D. So this will be the apex point, this will be the base edge, base corner, slant edge, triangular face, and an imaginary line joining the apex point and the center of the base are the axis. So now we have to find out these particular elements in 2D. So elements, that is base. So how can we find out the base in plan and elevation? So ABCD is the plan of the base or base in plan. Here also ABCD is the base in the plan, and the A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash will be the elevation of the base. So here A dash, B dash, C dash, D will be the base, and in the plan A, B, C, D will be the base. Now base edge, so AB, BC, CD and DA, AB, BC, CD and DA are the base edge in the plan, and A dash, B dash, and A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash, C dash, D dash are the elevation of the base edge. Here again I am going to explain that the base is perpendicular to VP, that's why the elevation of the base is a line. We can also find out this or we can also understand this particular thing by using a plane or by using the basics of the plane. So in the projection of planes we can use the basics that if the plane is perpendicular to HP, perpendicular to VP, the elevation of the if the plane is perpendicular to VP, the elevation of the plane will be a line. So here the base is a pentagonal plane or square plane. So right now the base is perpendicular to VP, that's why the elevation of the base is a line in both cases. Now base corner, that is A, B, C, D. So in plan A, B, C and D are the base corners, and in elevation A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash are the base corners. And now apex point. So O is the apex point, which is the center of the base. Center of the base is the apex point. Elevation of the apex point by using the axis height, it will be given in the question or statement of the problem, HMM. So now OA, OB, OC and OD are the slant edge. So slant edge OA, OB, OC and OD. OA, OB, OC and OD. OA, OB, OC and OD are the slant edge in elevation. Slant edge in plan OA, OB, OC, OD, and in elevation O dash, A dash, O dash, B dash, O dash, C dash, O dash, D dash are the elevation of the slant edge. Now triangular face. OAB, OCD, OCD and OAD are the plan of the triangular face, and O dash, A dash, B dash, O dash, B dash, C dash, O dash, C dash, D dash and O dash, D dash, A dash are the elevation of the triangular face in both cases. Here O dash, A dash, B dash, but you can see that here there is a slant edge, and here if we are taking this particular edge, it will shows us the triangular face of the pyramid, O dash, A dash, B dash. So one of the triangular faces is perpendicular to VP in this case also. So if the triangular face is perpendicular to VP, the elevation of that triangular face will be a line. So here it is a line. So here we will get the triangular face, here we will get the slant edge. So after plotting the plan and elevation of the pyramid, here are some important points that we have to take in mind. First point, the plan of the base edge will gives us the true length of the base edge. That means the plan of the base edge will gives us the true length of the base edge. The elevation of the axis will gives us the true length of the axis. The elevation of the axis will gives us the true length of the axis. So now the elevation of the slant edge will gives us the true length, but only when if the plan of that particular slant edge is parallel to xy. The elevation of the slant edge will gives us the true length if the plan of that particular slant edge is parallel to xy line. So here we can see that the plan of the slant edge OA and OC is parallel to xy line. So in this case, the slant edge of OA and OC, or the elevation of the slant edge OA and OC, will give us the true length. That means O dash A dash and O dash C dash is the true length of the slant edge. In this case, no plan of the plan of none of the slant edge is parallel to xy reference line. That is OA, OB, OC and OD is not parallel to xy reference line. So right now in this case, in the elevation we cannot find the true length of the slant edge. For that we have to follow a procedure. So if you want to find out the true length of the slant edge in this particular case, what we have to do, we have to draw a line parallel to the xy line from the apex point, or from the plan of the apex point. Now measure the slant edge or plan of the slant edge, rotate it up to the line and draw the straight line, or draw the line perpendicular to the xy line up to this point. Join this point to O dash. So this length will be the true length of the slant edge. So like this way we can find the true length of the slant edge in this particular case also. Here we have explained these points by using the statement that the solid or pyramid resting on HP. So now I hope that you can understand how to draw the first stage and the elements of the pyramids in 2D also, or in 2 dimensions also. So this is it for today's lecture. Now how can you draw the second and third stage of this pyramid, that we will learn in the next lecture. But before that, you have to find out one question, or you have to take one question from your question bank. You have to find out this particular statement. You have to refer the PDF that I have sent you in WhatsApp with the link of these videos. So after referring that PDF file, you have to work with the statement of the problems of the projection of solids, and you have to try the first stage of projection of solids. Thank you.